Good morning, everyone. My name is Antonio Rimani, and I will be presenting my social dilemma report. First of all, I'm going to speak about the evolution of social media and changes in society. Social media has made an enormous effect globally this last decade. It started with not too many platforms, but the number of social media platforms have grown significantly over the years. From MySpace, Facebook, Google, and Reddit, to Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, and TikTok. As said in the documentary, the power of software we have today has increased over 1 trillion times what it was in the 1960s. Before I talk about changes in society, this is a quote that I found from the documentary that I found really interesting. It is a gradual, slight, imperceptible change in your own behavior and perception that is a product. Social media has changed who we are and how people react differently about perceptions of each other. It started as a way to interact and communicate with each other no matter the geographical position or time of day it was. It is obvious that a whole generation is more anxious, fragile, depressed, and way less comfortable taking risks. And while there's a theory or opinion by many people that we will simply adapt to this new technology and that we'll just learn to live with these devices just like we have adapted and learned to live with everything else, this is most probably wrong because there is something different and new about these innovations in society. Now I'm going to talk about the overwhelming effects of social media. Since 2009, US hospital admissions for non-fatal self-harm girls aged 15 to 19 increased a huge 62%, and girls aged 10 to 14 increased a whopping 189%. That's almost triple of what it was before. On the other hand, US suicide rate for girls aged 15 to 19 are up 70% compared to average in 2001 to 2010, and girls aged 10 to 14 are up 151%, which said pattern leads to social media. Another quote that I found shocking from the documentary is this one. There are only two industries that call their customers users: illegal drugs and software. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about Chamath Palihapitiya and his views on social media. Chamath explained that social media has changed who we are and how people now react differently about perceptions of each other. He believes that this fake, brittle popularity is caused by these platforms, which can in fact be good for us and give us a high dopamine effect, but sadly, this is only short term and it actually ends up leaving us even more vacant and empty before we do it. This is what causes or forces us into a vicious cycle where we think to ourselves, what do I do now to get this effect back? Because we all end up needing this effect over and over again. Thank you for your attention.